Okay, vlog number 2. Mm, got some stuff this week. Nothing really interesting going on this week, but I'm looking at schools and stuff. So I've been back on campus, touring. Not really touring. I just been going on campus. I'm looking around and like meeting the people. which is kind of funny because like you're supposed to get a tour, but most campuses you could really just go on campus, like even the private ones. It doesn't really matter. Most college campus, since they're grown ass adults, no one really cares who goes in and out. If you look strange, yeah, security might press you, but you could really just go on campus if you have a purpose to be there. And since I'm not this time. I'm not trying to look. I'm looking for different things. This time I'm looking for research opportunity. This time I'm looking for business opportunity, networking opportunities. This time my priorities are straight. My priorities are not that my priorities were anything but straight last time, but my priorities were not in line with what they should have been. I had made some poor choices last time I was at a university, so I'm going back on campus and I'm looking for the right things this time to get my head in the right mindset. This time I'm gonna go to school for something a little different. I'm gonna come back and finish my computer science degree another time, but I am going to finish it one of these days, one of these years. But the coming years, probably this one, excuse me, I will most likely okay. I'm just listening to DDG and I'm like, he needs a ghostwriter, bro. I feel like he just really needs a ghostwriter. He don't sound bad. His flow, like, the delivery is good. The cadence is there. The flow is kind of repetitive in most of them, but he makes up for it in other elements of the song. So I'm not mad at it. He just needs a ghostwriter because he just doesn't really talk about much. It's like, especially because I know he wants his wife back. So it's like, I just feel like he needs to grow up a little bit if he wants that, or just get a ghostwriter so he could fake it. I don't know, one or the other. And I also don't think anybody's actually trying to help DDG achieve that. Like, his girl is just too attractive, so I don't think anybody's really gonna help him. It's just kind of how it goes when that's really the hardest part about dating a pretty girl. You're not gonna get that much support. Besides your family, no one is really gonna help you when it comes to like extra, like 10, 9s, 10s, even 8s and 7s. If you're around like very ugly, chopped people, 6s and 7s is gonna bring a lot of competition. If you're messing with 8, 9, 10, just expect like 90% of the guys you meet to be in competition with you 24/7, right? And if she's a 9 or 10, she's more than likely just cheating on you, regardless. Unless you're like at least people my age, like college age. If you're dating a 9 or a 10 and you're like in your 20s, chances are she's not your girl. Chances are she's only your girl when she's around you, and even then she's probably looking. So I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with that. I just think women are naturally horny creatures in their younger days, so it just makes sense for them to look for the best mate all the time because they're looking to have kids as soon as possible. Once women become 20, their whole life kind of just revolves around finding a husband that can take care of them and possibly give them a kid. That's just like naturally. I'm not saying that's all their purpose is, but I'm saying like naturally That's what their bodies are saying. Find the strongest man, mate with him, take him for his resources. That's just the natural inclination. For men, it's kind of different. For men, it's become as powerful. And when it comes to having a good, attractive woman with a good mind, that is also a form of gaining power. So for men, the woman is kind of an asset and a liability. But for women, the man is more than likely their biggest asset. But at the same time, there are better men out there. There are always better men out there. It's just about when it comes to getting women, you really kind of have to kill the facade. You know, you have to wipe what, you know, because the girls are always gonna see what they want to see. So when they see a better man, you kind of have to. I was like, this song is this. I was listening to DDG's album, and I'm like, this song is hard, but it's not him. But that's not what we're here. What I'm trying to say is, men, be careful out here, bro, because a girl will really get you packed up because she feel like she could do better. So, I mean, like, just protect your neck and focus on you by any means, all the time. If you can make her happy, but don't do it at your own expense. I think men, I don't think there are too many men out here that are trying to be bad bitches. And if you want to be a bad bitch and a man, you could do that, and don't give that up for a woman. But if you're like other men where you need the bare minimum, then really just stay safe, bro, and don't give her too much that you can't give. Like, if you can't consistently give her something, don't give her anything. Because if you can consistently give her enough and invest everything else into yourself. Never put your winnings into a woman, ever. Like, that's the only advice I can give you when it comes to that. When you're dating young, high school, if you're dating in high school, just expect pain. Like, pretty much, there's like not a lot of people who get married out of high school, and if you do, it's because, again, your family is extremely supportive and they're wealthy. That's just how it's gonna go. If you're not wealthy and your family isn't supportive, you're dating in high school to get your heart broken. That period. Like, there's no way around it, really. And when you're young, that's also the case. Like, up until like about 25, most men, unless they really like were ahead of the curve, are not going to be prepared for marriage. And if you're not prepared for marriage, you're not going to be able to keep a girl. And I'm not saying that you have to be ready to get married to have a girlfriend. All I'm saying is that if your situation financially, mentally, physically, if you can't, hold on, this is kind of fire. Okay. Damn. He didn't finish it. He had no finish there, but he was flowing. Like I said, he just needs a writer. If you're not prepared to get married, like if you don't have the resources to get married, then you're not gonna be able to keep a girlfriend. Because like I said, a lot of women out here aren't looking to get married, but they're looking for the benefits of marriage. This is not dating advice. This is just my experience as a 21-year-old who has dated like in the double digits. I'll say that. I'm not gonna put numbers out there because people are gonna start assuming that I'm like doing things, but I've been very much celibate and I've been abstinent in most of my relationships, celibate in most of my relationships. But I have dated a lot, so I've kind of seen the worst in a lot of women and the best in a lot of women. And the one thing I could say is when she wants to marry you is the only time she's really gonna give you her best. And all I'm saying, it's weird when I say marriage, I just mean like not the paper. I'm talking about if she thinks she can get more from you, and more from you and more from you and more from you, she's gonna want you. If she can't get any more from you, she's gonna move on. That's pretty much how it goes. So, I mean, I have a system now when it comes to women on how much I give them, how much of myself I give them. And I kind of like, when it comes to like new girls, I'll give them a certain amount and then be consistent with that certain amount. Like say I'm working like in and out of jobs, or I'm doing like project-based jobs, or like I own a business and I make $500 in 1 month and then like $800 the next month, then like $2,000 in the other month. I'm probably gonna give her like $50 consistently every month. You know what I'm saying? But not to say I'm giving any girl an allowance of $50, because that's crazy. That girl's gonna leave you regardless of your consistency or not. But I'm saying, like, figuratively, if you were making $500, $800, let's say you made $500 1 month for her, you give her that $500. If you make $800 next month, give her $500 and take that $800 that you could have given to her, I mean, the rest of the $300 that you could have given it to her, and invest. As long as she's happy with that $500, do not go up. Do not upgrade. You know, it's cute every once in a while, like when you really make big gross in your status, go for it. But if you're not secured in that upgrade, do not upgrade her with you, bro. If anything, find a better woman. And that's not like misogyny or anything. I think you should stay with your woman. I think you should keep her around and upgrade her, because she got you this far. She got you further than you were before her. You should probably keep her around, because that's not a coincidence. The chance of you finding another girl that'll upgrade you like that, it's not likely. But, you know, if you're going to upgrade anything out of the blue, upgrade your woman and then learn your lesson. That's all I'm trying to say. Either way you're gonna learn a lesson if you're trying to upgrade through women. Don't upgrade through women. Your woman should be consistent in your life. That is your other half. That is your partner. That is not like an object, a decorative object in your life. Love her, care for her, and keep consistency. Give her that $500 every month, and if you make $300 a month, she'll probably forgive it if you've been consistent. But if you're not consistent, and you're giving her $500, $800, $2,000, and then you give her $300, chances are she's gonna be super pissed, and she's probably gonna look for somebody better. Just because emotionally, that is like catastrophic to her. If you're giving her $2,000, and her head she's thinking, oh, he's giving me $2,000 now, that means next month I'll probably get $2,000. That's why you don't upgrade randomly. Just give her that $500 every time. And if you make $300, now you have that extra money from last month when you made that $2,000 to give her $500 still. It's just strategically, it just makes more sense to be consistent with your woman than to like put her into this lottery with you. Play the lottery on your own and take your earnings, your profit, and give her a portion of it, just to make sure she's happy, just to keep that power over your mind. Because if you don't have a woman in your life, you're emotionally weak. And that's another thing. Women are emotionally superior. Period. Like that's just a known fact. They're superior emotionally, superior in a lot of other ways. Again, I can't think of the word. I haven't read in a long time. But there's a lot of benefit to keeping a woman, even if she's not the best. Just keeping a woman around in general. So if you find one that can keep up with you, just keep her around, and I promise you, good things will be in your foresight. I hope this isn't copyrighted and I have to scrap this whole video, because I'm actually giving out free game, like some killer game out, bro. I'm gonna send this video to my brother because he probably needs to hear this. I got a 20 kill game that I want to use for this gameplay for this vlog. So I'm trying to think of stuff to make this video a little longer because I don't think the gameplay was 15 minutes. But I really don't know what to talk about, bro. Just like treat your woman right, bro. The other vlog was like 3 days ago, so I really just don't have anything to talk about. I said I wasn't gonna send that girl any more money, but I did, because she helped me out again. Like I said, like she's really helping me upgrade my life and shit. So that little bit of money I'm sending her don't really mean shit to me, and I'm gonna keep it consistent until I can really, you know, do more. I'm not trying to fly her out or like anything crazy. Maybe. I don't know. Oh my god. I guess I could talk about my demos, because I would listen to my demos earlier and they're actually not that bad. Like, my music isn't bad at all. I just think there's a certain level that you need to reach before you could really do anything with music. Because if you look at everybody who's really making music and doing something with it, they're like millionaires, bro. Really. You're either a millionaire who makes music, or you have one song that blows up and now you make money through shows. There's like, I haven't really seen any other way into the music scene besides that. You either just gotta have enough money to make those connections, get that equipment on your own, or you just gotta hustle. You really just gotta hustle and grind. And even like people who do that, like Laserdisc did that, Glock 40 did that. A lot of trap artists really did that. They were making music while trying to get to it, and then their music did it first. And when it did, it kind of like boosted them, but then like, I guess the best example of this would be Lucky. Like, when you're struggling in making music, your music is going to sound completely different from when you make it and you make music. Which is what a lot of artists struggle with, is that little transition phase. Which is why I would say you kind of don't want to blow up through the struggle. If you're blowing up from a song that's a cry from help, chances are you're not going to love the fact that you blew up. You know? Rest in peace, Wi-Fi Skeleton, bro. I hate the fact that they brought up allegations when he literally died. Like, he OD'd, and people are talking about his allegations and what he did. Allegedly. Like, I don't want to hear that shit. He just died, bro. Like, give him his flowers. Give him his props for his music. Like, honor his death. I don't care what he did in his life, bro. That shit is so sad. And I'm like, damn, like, what are we even talking about? You know? What is the media of today even revolving around at this point? It's just all like, all you want drama, all you want chaos. Here's drama, here's chaos, but it's all fabricated at the end of the day. None of it is real. None of it affects you. All the media you consume on social media will never affect you. And like, even the war stories that are televised, they're not really going to affect you unless you're getting it from someone direct. I'm sure people in like Gaza, people in Ukraine aren't looking at TikTok for updates on when their houses are gonna get bombed. Like, don't expect the media to tell you anything that's real. You need a real source if you're actually gonna put your energy towards something. Don't put your energy towards hysteria, because that's only gonna mess with your head. You're not helping anybody by being a downer because of what the news said. Stay away from the news. Stay away from all news formats. All news formats. I'm strictly on social media for my interests and hobbies. Don't go on it for any other reason. I've always been about this. Do not read into any of it. Any of it. I don't care what it is. Unless you're going on there to find a charity, to find a donation, to actually spread the word and use a platform to spread the word on what is happening in the world. Because yes, I probably wouldn't have heard about the bombings if it wasn't on the media. I probably wouldn't have heard about war breaking out in Palestine if it wasn't for the media. But nothing past that is actually going to help you. Don't get 100% of your information from these sources. Actually read into them. You have to read, bro. You have to read. Because if you're not reading, you're not getting real information. You're getting secondhand every time. Every time. And I'm saying this, but at the same time, I'm working on a course that's me giving secondhand information. So I'm kind of being hypocritical, but I'm saying this to set an example, bro. Because I know not everybody's going to be able to just read and do it, but I'm going to try and make my content as authentically true as possible. That's my goal. So I'm telling you firsthand that I'm going to read all this stuff. I'm not going to be giving secondhand information. I'm not going to be watching a bunch of videos and lectures and then saying what I learned in these videos and lectures. No, I'm going to read up on it, and I'm going to give you what I learned from it, right? I'm going to give you my research points. That's really my goal. And I hope I can get a project done at the end of this. Sorry, oh my gosh. So I could really show you the results, because I think results speak more than anything else. I think results are the only thing that matters. But I promise you that reading into social media stories, social media trends is never going to make you happy. It's going to ruin your dopamine system. It's going to ruin your viewpoint on life. And it's just going to make you extremely depressed all the time, because the only thing going through your head, the only energy you're receiving is from social media. You're going to be chasing things that you don't want, chasing things that you don't need, believing stories that don't exist. Social media is cursed, and it's hexing you every time you open the app. So just stay away from it. Nothing good happens on any social media. Nothing good, bro. I mean, I don't want to say nothing, but like, I've had experiences where a lot more bad stuff happens on it than good. All of it is a trap. We are in an age where overpopulation is our biggest issue. That was what happened the last time we had a Great Depression, the last time we had a plague, the last time we had a world war. It was all orchestrated because the world was overpopulated, right? So that's what's happening right now. The world's overpopulated, and social media is a new form to keep people, natural selection, bro. I'm gonna keep saying it.